Macmillan Audio presents Hidden Depths by Ann Cleeves. Read for you by Ann Dover.
Chapter 1. Julie stumbled from the taxi and watched it drive away. At the front gate, she paused to compose herself. Best not to go in looking pissed after all those lectures she'd given the kids. The stars wheeled and dipped in the sky, and she almost threw up. But she didn't care. It had been a good night. The first with the girls for ages. Though it wasn't the girls that had made it so special, she thought, and realised there was a great soppy beam on her face. Just as well it was dark, and there was no one to see. At the door, she stopped again and scrabbled through the eyeliner pencils and lippy-stained tissues and loose change in her bag for her key. Her fingers found the scrap of paper which had been torn from a corner of a menu in the bar. A phone number and a name. Ring me soon. Then a little heart. The first man she'd touched since Jeff had left. She could still feel the bones of his spine against her fingers when they'd danced. It was a shame he'd had to leave early. She snapped the bag shut and listened. Nothing. It was so quiet that she could hear the buzz of the evening's music as a pressure on her ears. Was it possible that Luke was asleep? Laura could sleep for England, but her son had never seemed to get the hang of it. Even now he'd left school and there was nothing to get up for. He was usually awake before her. She pushed open the door and listened again, slipping her feet out of the shoes that had been killing her since she got out of the metro hours before. God, she hadn't danced like that since she was 25. There was silence. No music, no television, no beeping computer. Oh, thank the Lord, she thought. Thank the fucking Lord. She wanted sleep and sexy dreams. Somewhere on the street outside, an engine was started. She switched on the light. The glare hurt her head and turned her stomach again. She let go of her bag and ran up the stairs to the bathroom, tripping halfway up. No way was she going to be sick on the new hall carpet. The bathroom door was shut, and she saw a crack of light showing underneath it. From the airing cupboard, there came the faint gurgle of water, which meant the tank was refilling. And wasn't that typical? It took hours of persuasion to get Luke into the shower in the morning, then he decided to have a bath in the middle of the night. She knocked on the bathroom door, but there was no urgency about it. The queasiness had passed again. Luke didn't answer. He must be in one of his moods. Julie knew it wasn't his fault, and she should be patient, but sometimes she wanted to strangle him when he went all weird on her. She crossed the landing to Laura's room. Looking down at her daughter, she came over suddenly sentimental, thought she should make the effort to spend more time with her. 14 was a difficult age for a girl, and Julie had been so caught up with Luke lately that Laura almost seemed like a stranger. She'd grown up without Julie noticing. She lay on her back, her spiky hair very black against the pillow, snoring slightly, her mouth open. It was a bad time for hay fever. Julie saw that the window was open, and although it was so hot, she shut it to keep out the pollen. The moonlight splashed onto the field behind the house where they'd been cutting grass. She returned to the bathroom and banged on the door with the flat of her palm. "Hey, are you going to be in there all night?" With the third bang, the door opened. It hadn't been locked. There was a smell of bath oil, heavy and sweet, which...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?